the keys for me to be able to maintain a Sunday where I spend time with God and I feel his presence even at work. It's finding spaces and pockets of time. Even though I'm able to listen to service in my headphones, it's still sometimes distracting to be around people talking about different things. Look how pretty! I love that I get to do this.
I give myself away.
Hey y'all, good morning. It's a Sunday and I'm at work. Another Sunday that I have to work, my second day out of 3 in a row. And I'm a little bit tired, but in all things we give God thanks. And we do all things for the glory and honor of God. So this video is going to be me taking you guys with me to work on a Sunday to show you what my Sunday worship experience is like and how I involve God in my day, even at work. So yeah, I'll see you guys. Sitting in my car, finally got here a couple minutes early, so I got some moments of peace and quiet by myself before going upstairs. But stay tuned. I'll carry you guys throughout my day. Should be a pretty good, easy, light day, but we shall see, because a lot of the times when I say that and I expect the day to be chill, it's a whole bunch of hoopla. But all right, come to me. I'm tired. Come to work with me and let's worship Jesus on a Sunday from the workplace. FYI, I'm a postpartum nurse, so I get to work with moms after they've had their babies. It's my full-time job. I do a little something on the side, but on a regular, I'm working from 6:45 in the morning till about 7 o'clock at night. I really do enjoy what I do, despite not desiring to do it long term. I get to be a servant. I get to show up for people during the happiest moment of their life. Sometimes it's the scariest or even the loneliest time of their life. I get to show up for them and support them, even on the days that I don't feel like it. Honestly, sometimes I'd rather just lay in the bed, call in sick, but I put on Colossians 3 verse 33, and I do everything as unto the Lord. I aim that no matter what I do, I offer it up to him as worship. When I get to work, after I get report and I check on my patients, I have an opportunity to grab my favorite pen, pull out my journal, and explore my thoughts and my feelings. Sometimes I'm journaling like it's a monologue, other times it's a prayerful conversation with God, and a lot of times it's a mix of both. The hardest part of journaling is not having a quiet place to be still without being distracted. Sometimes I start and then I get pulled away, or I have to answer the phone like this. I started journaling for a lot of different reasons, but I think it's all kind of centered around the fact that I realized I was avoiding my thoughts. I was avoiding my feelings. I got into the habit of thinking that functioning was just enough, until I got fed up and I decided that living life passively and in avoidance would only leave me suffering with the same emotional and mental turmoil that I had learned to live with. Since I started consistently journaling, I've been able to be honest with myself about where I am mentally and emotionally, and that leads me to being able to be more honest with God about where I am and my feelings. And my honesty with God has allowed me to gain a greater level of spiritual maturity. Even if it's just 3 times a week for just 10 minutes, the fruit of journaling is worth the discipline it requires. I highly recommend you try it. I am going to the solarium. Trying to journal at the nursing station sometimes can be kind of hard because the chatter, but it's a-okay. I'm gonna go to this beautiful room and sit for a few minutes, have some moments of silence with God. I'm surrounded by nature, which makes me feel like I'm surrounded by his glory, which I am surrounded by his glory, and it's just quiet. So I'm gonna finish out a little bit of journaling here. It should be a pretty chill day, but yeah, I'm still kind of sort of waking up, so. One of the keys for me to be able to maintain a Sunday where I spend time with God and I feel his presence even at work, it's finding spaces and pockets of time to be in the silence and to be alone and to be the weirdo that's quiet for majority of the shift, because I want to spend time here and not so much time here. So we shall see how the rest of the day goes, but I'm feeling good. Sundays are my days to plan. I sit with my planner and I go over all that I have to do for that week, whether it's work, appointments, phone calls, whatever. I sit and I also get an opportunity to make goals for the week. Whenever I don't do this, I almost always forget a commitment that I've made. So I'm doing my best to stay on top of my adulting task, and shameless plug, I'm using my Vision 2024 devotional planner and journal to put all of my important dates down, all of my work schedule, everything. I put it in there so that I don't forget and I learn how to steward my time well. So I got an opportunity to come into this empty room and have breakfast because my usual eating spot, the solarium that I was just in, has somebody in there. And when I go on break, I want to be by myself. Is it just me? I like to be by myself, to be quiet, especially on a Sunday. So yeah, I was able to do my journaling. I was able to do my devotion. I read Proverbs 2 today. I'm trying to study the book of Proverbs throughout the month. And later on, I'm going to go back to Romans because I'm also studying the book of Romans. So I'm going to go back to that. Thankfully, I get to sit in front of a computer and sneak type my notes into an email or something and send it to myself during my downtime so I can combine it with the rest of my notes. I am currently watching a soccer game at the park across the street. The kitties look so cute. I need to get a better footage. But yeah, the Sunday's going well. My 2 patients have been discharged. They can leave at any time. There's nothing on the schedule as far as C-sections. No one has walked in the door in labor. I work in postpartum as a nurse, if you didn't already know. So the rest of my day is looking like I got zero patients. So I'll be helping out with like the call bells, or if anybody needs anything, I'll help them with their patients. But I'll get to use this entire day to do whatever I want to do and get paid for it. So my plan is study the book of Romans, do a little bit more wedding planning and such, take care of some house things if I can, and that's it. So yeah, talk to you guys. Good day so far. Good day, because we serve a great God, great God. I can't go crazy the way I want to because the door is right there and people can probably hear me, but anyway. One of the main things that really helps me to get through Sundays is to constantly do this. To constantly get up as long as I'm able to, as long as it's not busy, and go to a place where it is quiet. Even though I'm able to listen to service in my headphones, it's still sometimes distracting to be around people talking about different things. So finding pockets of silence, pockets of solitude really helps me to be in tune with the Holy Spirit throughout my day. I'm walking with my coworker friend who you cannot see. She's a fellow fiance. We have downtime today, so we're gonna go to the park next door and just enjoy the outside and the beautiful weather instead of being locked up in the prison we call work for 12 hours. I believe we've made it to the Temple of Love. Cherry blossom tree, my favorite. A bunch of people picnicking. And all these rocks, so I guess you go around to the other side. Look how pretty! I love that I get to do this.
Want to take a picture?
Yeah. Something about being in nature that's just very calming and centering and peaceful. I love it. Are you sure we have to go back to work? Can we just clock out now?
Back.
This is highlight of my day, highlight of my week. I needed this. Okay, this part of the park I'm familiar with, but they restored it. So it's super duper cute. I've seen people come and take pictures here for their wedding. And this message is here. I guess this is a poem. And people dedicated things to their families. Beautiful day to be outside. Happy Sunday. All right, I think our walk has come to an end. After this, we're probably gonna have to go back, but it's been a beautiful 30 minutes. Beautiful, beautiful 30 minutes. I could stay here all day. I do not want to leave. All right, so we made it back. I'm inside. I'm about to have a quick bite. This is like the best Sunday to do a video like this because I'm chilling. I sent all of my patients home. I have 0 patients. I'm waiting for somebody to give birth and that'll be my ignition. But for now, I'm about to eat while my phone charges. Let my coworker friend go on her break, and then when she comes back, take another break because why not? I was struggling to listen to the sermon earlier just because there was a lot of this going on, which is okay. People are happy. They have the right to talk. But it's very distracting and it's hard to focus on a sermon. So now I'm going to see if I can resume where I left off. Hopefully be able to finish it and then reread another chapter from my devotion. Alright, y'all, it's been a good Sunday. Here's to hoping that nobody comes behind me or awkwardly sees me talking to myself in the hallway. But the day is over. Never get tired of this view. It actually turned out to be a beautiful Sunday. How did I spend time with the Lord? I still did my devotion. Journaling for me is also spending time with the Lord. I was able to watch a sermon. I tuned into church. Even outside, like spending that time in nature, just again, surrounded by His glory and being mindful of His presence. And I feel like that really did bring me a lot of joy and peace just being outside because it was a little bit testy to be in a space where I want to maintain a certain mental posture but can't because of my surroundings and the people and the conversations. But nevertheless, it turned out to be a pretty good day. So I encourage you, no matter what your work schedule looks like, what you do for work, all of the things, no matter what it is that you do, you can make God a part of your day every day. It's the little things, it's the little moments, it's the little time that He looks forward to with us. Of course, He wants more dedicated time. Why would He not want us to spend more time with Him? But don't feel limited by your job. Don't feel limited by what your daily schedule looks like. Bring God with you. You are the church. You are the temple that He resides in. So yeah, take God with you everywhere. Okay, y'all. Till next time. This was a lot of fun. I think maybe I'll do something else like this soon. All right, bye.